Hi everyone, it's Joe here. I've not made a video for a while, so I thought I'd get right back into it. I wanted to start off with this video talking about Neville Goddard's book, Prayer, The Art of Believing. I'll put the link down below for those who are interested in reading this book. Now, it's a book I was reading recently, and I got to chapter 2. The chapter's called Dual Nature of Consciousness. Now, a lot of the talk in this chapter is about how your conscious mind and the subconscious mind links, and how this affects ultimately what you're trying to manifest. So I'm going to read a little bit of an excerpt here from the book, and I'm going to try and dissect it and try and make it a little bit easier for people to understand. So to kick off, he says here, man transmits ideas to the subconscious through his feelings. What that means, basically, as it says on the tin, what you feel and believe to be true, you transmit to your subconscious, and you live ultimately through your subconscious mind. So if you're feeling low, you're going to lead a low energetic life, an unhappy life. If you're feeling full of love and full of energy, that's going to be reflected in your subconscious, and that's also going to be reflected in your day-to-day life. So it's really important to make sure that what we think, feel and believe throughout the day is of a good, positive energy, and this way this transmits this to the subconscious. Okay? Following on from that, he says the following, the subconscious transmits ideas from mind to mind through telepathy. Now, a lot of people, the main topic that comes up here, specific person, this is going to be really important, I feel, for people when it comes to speaking about a specific person. You transmit to the subconscious mind to mind through telepathy. Now, bear in mind, that doesn't mean you can control their thoughts, emotions and feelings. Ultimately, yes, they are you pushed out. But what that really means is what is going on inside of you is a projection. They are projecting that to you. So what you feel and believe about them, that's being transmitted to them through your subconscious mind to theirs. Okay? Quickly following on from that, your unexpressed convictions of others are transmitted to them without their conscious knowledge or consent. And if, this is the big one, and if subconsciously accepted by them, will influence their behaviour. Now, people think they got right into law of attraction, they dive in, and they think, I can control everything they're doing. As long as I'm feeling good, I can control everything they're doing. There's still that other person out there. They still have to subconsciously accept that. Okay? So it's not a case of just believing anything you want, and they will just accept it. They may not accept it. Okay? So just bear in mind, as long as you continue to work on yourself and you work on your self-love and you consistently get better at it, that will subconsciously, that will go from mind to mind, it will telepathically get to them, but they still have the possibility to reject it. Agnes talks about this all the time. They still have the possibility to reject this, okay? But just bear in mind, it's really important to focus on yourself and really concentrate on what you are thinking and feeling about that person. They will subconsciously feel it, and they choose whether to accept or reject it, of course, subconsciously. Okay, and the next part I want to read out here is the only ideas they subconsciously reject, okay, are your ideas of them which could not wish to be true of anyone. Okay, so if you feel that person is stubborn, that they are a bad person, that they have done you wrong, that they may have cheated on you, anything, and you have such anger against them and such hatred and jealousy, if you transmit that to them, if they don't believe that to be true, if they don't wish that to be true of anyone, they will reject that. They will flat out reject that. If you want to send hurt to that person, ultimately, Neville speaks about this a lot as well. If you are sending hurtful emotions, hurtful feelings towards that person, that's only going to be rebounded by their actions. Also, they wouldn't wish that to be true of anyone. Okay? So it's really important to be concentrating on what you think, feel and believe about that person. And really notice, be conscious, be completely aware of the thoughts that you are transmitting to that person. This book in particular is really good. There is a chapter, I believe it's chapter 5, where Neville speaks about the law of thought transmission. Really good chapter, really important. Probably explains this better than I'm explaining this now. But it's a very, very good book. And I believe Agnes has done a video on chapter 5 as well. She done it a couple of years ago. But I just feel it's important. This is really coming through me to explain this to people about how the telepathy works when you're trying to manifest, or when you are working through a lot of Neville's teachings and you can't quite grasp it. Okay, people think that with this they have complete control of everything, that they have control of other people. No, you have control of yourself, and what you feel about yourself will be projected by others. Yes, you can send love to people. Yes, you can send happy emotions, happy feelings, positive energy to people. It still relies on that person to subconsciously accept it. It's really important that we're aware that that person can still subconsciously reject it. That person may not awaken in that person quite yet. So it's important that we keep working on ourselves and we keep sending all this love from ourselves, not from a place of emptiness. I need to make that quite important. We don't send it from a place of need or a place of want or a place of emptiness from within. We send this love wholly, we radiate this love to this person, because all the love that we try to send these people, it all comes from within. You give it to yourself, you feel the love for yourself, you build up, you slowly build. Once you build, you send it out, you radiate it out to that person, okay? They can subconsciously reject it, of course, but we continue to send that, and it's possible that that may subconsciously awaken a behaviour in them, which can then trigger their return. It can trigger it should ultimately trigger your manifestation, provided you also, along with feeling love for yourself, that you are living in the end as well. All these different techniques, live in the end, radiating love, specific person meditations, they're all really good techniques. The foundation is, of course, self-love. It's what we do alongside of that. Okay, so I just wanted to share this. I'll put the link to the book down below. Really incredible book. There's so many of Neville's books which are fantastic. Prayer, the Art of Believing, though, is one of my favourites, and I'm rereading it. But I will put the link down below, and yeah, hopefully this has been beneficial for people. I hope you've managed to grasp what I'm talking about here. As I said, I've not done a video for a while. I'm going to start reading more on Neville, and I'm going to start dissecting little things that he speaks about and try to make it a little bit easier for people to understand, and so they can really grasp what he's trying to say. But the important thing is that we fill ourselves up with the love, we become that energy, we radiate that out, and we continue to live in the end of having what we want. If we continue to do that, then all we can have is a wholesome, complete life for us and for others. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, subscribe. If you liked it, hit the like button, all that stuff, and I look forward to seeing you next video. Take care.